Now that's better. That's bad. Now we really got to
Alright, wait a minute. John didn't want any big fun, no party hats, no balloons.
Go, guys.
No. So I'm just giving them this. Kiss me on the Amy. That's all you're getting.
Okay, that's all I need. All right, now,
That's all you're getting.
before anything happens, I want my daughters here, right up here.
Alright, I'm
Right up
ready.
here.
I'm ready here.
Kathy, go, Barbara.
Over here, Barbara.
Mary,
What do you think we're going to do?
Diane.
Oh, there she is.
All right. Kathy, go, Barbara. Mary, so they can see you.
He's turning the tables on us. I know you. This is your road, not ours. You're getting the road, not us.
Now, this happened. Here, look out. Whatever's going to happen. No, maybe it was yesterday it happened. I was downstairs throwing away all the all our Christmas decorations. Oh my God. It took me about 10 minutes, I guess. But anyway, in the bottom of the box, I came across the bag.
Oh, no.
And in this bag
I wasn't going to cry.
was these.
Sad. That's my original stocking.
These were
Oh, my God.
here.
You're
Here they are. Now, the only one I know, this was Diane, because her name was. Now, that had to be Mary's, that had a Mary on it.
Matthew, sit down.
A Patty, there's a P.
Pat.
No J?
No, Jay.
D was a very good girl.
He has two.
This is yours.
Thanks, Dad.
This is yours. This is yours.
Wear them up.
Wear them in good health.
I don't know, Patty. You got a small one. You got gifts in your Come take the other ones off.
I only had a centipede and call.
Okay, back to your seat. On with the show.
Who's running the show here? Running the show.
Nicholas.
Okay, everybody.
From the bag.
You don't have to do a thing.
No, I know, but I gotta be prepared for something.
No, listen, I had to cancel the stripper, so there's no stripper coming.
Andrew actually said I'd even pay.
He wouldn't be a stripper. I said, who would be looking at the stripper? How about for Andrew? We all know that, and we all know we didn't want a big fuss, so we didn't make a big fuss. It's just all family, and no gift whatsoever, or to be wrapped up and given to him. So we didn't wrap up any gifts. But Dad, everybody used their creative mind, something that you would love because you're so creative, and they did one page for you of a memory.
Okay.
And it could be we told them it could be anything. It could be a memory they shared with you, just a memory of you, a memory of all of us together at family get-togethers. And so what we'd like to present you with tonight are those memories, and Diane's going to put it in the book for you that you're going to have forever. So,
And the person who's known you the longest starts first. And Peg.
there you go.
Okay, this is January 3rd. This is January 2nd, but tomorrow is my brother's birthday.
Kathleen, going forward.
Now, this is, you wrote this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Memories, and happy birthday to a great brother. I
No,
happen to be born before you, so I have passed my 80th birthday. But there are many experiences we shared in the past. As children, we knew the excitement and the joy of Christmas. We never saw our Christmas tree until Christmas morning. Remember hearing Daddy and Mother's downstairs, all the mysterious noises of boxes being opened, and who could ever forget the smell of the big pine tree? It filled the house for days. Can you remember the two-wheeler bike you received? Dad had bought it secondhand. We made it look brand new, and as we watched him painting it through a crack in the floor, Christmas morning it was beautiful. I received the doll I wanted and a small portable typewriter Daddy had picked up at a hot shop, and oh, I was overjoyed. You always seemed to be out playing ball with the boys, with the other kids in our neighborhood, and the years passed. The war years came and went, and since you were always brighter than I, being a dreamer as I am, you went to OCS. You were blessed with 6 wonderful daughters and oodles of grandchildren. May this birthday bless you with good health and peace of heart in the years ahead. Love from your sister, Marguerite.
All right. Okay, and being the oldest holds its great pleasure. Kathy, you're next.
Where is she? Oh, okay.
Okay.
You have my stuff?
Yeah, right here. We get to look at these all tomorrow.
I have 3 pages, Dad.
You gonna read them all?
Since you're reading, there's just 3 pages.
Okay.
This probably comes first.
Oh, Mirror
This is
Lake.
Mirror Lake.
Right.
This is you swimming across the lake in the tube.
Right. Matthew
That's
Washington.
me.
Right.
Brown Mills.
In
Right.
Browns Mills,
Right.
right. With my bathing cap
Right.
and my goggles, and
Right.
Joan wanted to know
Right.
like where was my nose clip.
Right. Right.
And we would swim across the lake.
Right.
And then this is ice skating on
Right.
Mirror Lake.
Right.
And this down here, this is you, this is me. And this is the time that we build a fire. You may not remember this. We build a fire.
Little new baby.
And we were all keeping our shoes warm by the fire, so when we got off the ice, we would have warm shoes to put on. I know what's coming. And while we were skating, the fire spread, and my shoes burnt up. And we went out to cut down the Christmas tree, and I had loafers that were, the whole back ends were burnt off. And we were going through the snow, and I was trudging through the snow with my burnt up loafers because I wasn't going to.
Remember that, Dad?
Page number 2. Wait, hold it up, hold it up.
Hey, John, you're supposed to say yes.
I remember everything but the fire burning the shoes.
I remembered it too, Dad.
I want to look in there after that. We're going to let them pass around so everybody can. Page number 2 is playing chess.
Right.
Dad taught me how to play chess in Browns Mills. And here's Dad playing chess. And the stakes for every game was a dime each. So we each put up a dime. So on this page we have 2 dimes. The thing happened though that he would be studying with me and we would be playing. And if Dad saw that things weren't going his way, he would either have to go to the bathroom or get a glass of water. And he would stand up and somehow the table would get spilled. And the pieces would go all over the place. And it happened over and over again. And he would say, oh, I didn't mean that to happen, but you can have the 20 cents. And page number 3.
Oh, God.
Oh, remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, the science project. Oh, my God. When I was in high school, Dad spent hours and hours and hours with me in the basement on McGee Street, working on
The
science
laws
projects.
of physics.
Okay, but this one was acted. It says it up there, you can hardly see
Yeah.
it. These pictures are 35 years old, I want you to know. And Mom was going crazy because we were down in the basement spilling acids on all kinds, on linoleum,
I
on
remember
silk,
that one too. Yeah.
on cotton,
Yeah.
and so one picture shows that, and the other picture shows motion.
Was that the ball bearings?
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
ball bearings, and we had the ball bearings that they went up the pulley and they bounced down onto the piece of marble, and up into the,
And back.
Then out
and
at
back
the
and down.
Philadelphia airport, we saw one just something similar
But
to
it
that
took us
Oh, that's.
weeks and weeks and weeks to get this exactly perfect.
So it would bounce into the.
So it would bounce
Yeah.
into the basketball net, down and around, up through the pulley, and bounce, and so we
You
had
don't
it.
realize how a hard time I had
It was-
finding those ball bearings.
It was so hard, and we had it perfect. And then I had to take it to St. Hubert's, so I carried it.
Don't tell me you dropped it.
No, it didn't work.
But it wasn't, it was no longer balanced.
It wasn't calibrated right.
It's got our dimension.
No, I got second prize.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know that the person who got first prize, who was my lab partner, did it the night before, and she filled glasses with water and did one of those, you know, and
You
she,
know, the best side of the project was growing corn.
that was, I had that one too, but I didn't have pictures of that.
That was
Yeah, we all use that one.
But I just want you all to know that the second prize ribbon is still on here. 5 years later, I still have that ribbon.
Thanks, Kath. Memories. Kath.
Thank you, Dad.
Memories.
But the first prize is Maria, right?
Susan?
I'm not
Yeah. Susan's next. Don't question the order.
I figured it was going to be more than
that work?
This is a picture of the four of us in 1981, and it's in front of the house, and it says, "Thank you, Papa, for helping us make a home." Papa, can you hold it up so I can get a little on camera? Okay, good. That's so cute. Nice.
Oh, you took up all of her time.
Oh, that's
We're not in a hurry.
That's for sure. We're here all night.
That's right.
All night.
I think it's snowing again.
Wait, Izzy, pass it around.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who said it was
It was really?
My fondest memory is of the day we sat in the kitchen and drank tea and had cake, and you guys told me all about the square dancing. I was just listening to you, so my picture, let me just turn it around, is of them describing all the dancing. And it's just such a nice time. It was a very nice time.
Thanks so much.
Hold that up.
See, Joe Darman, she didn't see it.
And the dancer, dancing to the dancer.
Yeah. That is,
And you were there.
Irv, you're there at the table. Do you see yourself?
see them.
Where's Amy?
Okay.
That's great.
Amy.
Did you draw?
Okay, wait, Amy's doing her.
I have to look at it first. Oh, okay.
Quiet.
My memory was of Pop-Ups when he had his motorboat in Ocean Gate, and he would always take us out tubing, and you know, we were always like, so excited to go. We always wanted to turn, whose turn was next, and it was our turn. And so I have pictures of all the cousins who have gone, and it says Captain Pop-Up pulling us in the right direction. Oh my God.
Yeah, there you go. Somebody's going there.
Actually, there was a water, we had a water skier on.
Somebody's in the tube.
Can you see who's in the tube?
No, I mean, you can see in the pictures, but not on the boat. It was actually Pop-Up's boat and the tube.
Great. Oh, thank you so much.
Lolly.
Bethany. Irma.
Oh, I wanted to help him eat it.
Yeah, I could see. Did you draw that? Okay, I had a couple different memories. And my first memory is Pop-Up in all of his different baseball caps. And I wrote here, your top hat. Pops up and you pull it out like.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
With all the different hats.
Where did she show you to the room? This was one of my favorites of Pop Up because I
That was
loved when you guys did the
That was in
sailors.
the parade,
And
yeah.
Pop Up, my favorite part was when Pop Up Chris in the boat, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. And then the next one says Home Sweet Home, and I have all these memories of the home that Pop Up helped us make, like Susan said, and also of Pop Up's home on McGee Street. And here in that's 3324,
Right.
and then Pop Up on McGee Street.
Right.
And then Andy's Mints was the other thing. I always remember that in the house. There was Andy's Mints. And then the next one is memories of the summertime, and I always think of watermelon. We were in Ocean Gate, and so there's a picture of watermelon on the front. And then, of course, Pop-Up's motorboat and us in the tubes, and eating watermelon outside of Pop-Up's house on the 4th of July, and for family dinners, and on the porch, and outside the house. And then the last memory is of us when we went to Germany and France, and that was really special because if it wasn't for Papa, we wouldn't have been able to take that trip. So I included some pictures of that.
So nice.
That's great, Bethany. All those pictures are great. Look at this hat. That was a good one.
Did you tell the high school and college graduation? Oh, yeah, and Papa on the front is us at our high school graduation and college
I
graduation.
saw it on TV. Boy, you better believe it.
Joni.
Oh, boy.
Joan. Is that my paper? Jeez, Joan wrote a book. I have to.
The literary. The literary one.
All right, well, I got a bunch of different things. A couple of little pictures, I'll pass them along. But I'm going to...
I'm dropping already. Wait, get this on film, please. Put a dress on her first.
So glad. No, I'm going to read this first. My dad, a very special person. Someone who to look up to. Someone to seek advice from. Someone who has always been a hard-working, determined individual. Someone who strives for perfection. Someone who wants to come across as a big, tough guy. Really a caring, loving individual. Someone who wanted to be only the best for his family. How do you describe someone unique and dynamic? My dad. All right, buddy. I got a bunch of different ones here. I bet you guys, you, Kathy, you'll remember these. Remember, before every Christmas, Dad would get his lighthouse bank.
Oh my God! Oh my memory!
Filled with quarters.
Yes.
Absolutely. Everybody had to guess
How
much money was in that.
And you got $1.
And then after $10, we had to pile them into the things so that it would be easy to count. So, I mean, that was, slave labor. I remember all the times that, Dad would take me along. I would be hammering, sawing, digging, all kinds of stuff. And the one time down Brown's Mills, I'm in a cesspool, digging in a cesspool, a giant hole in the backyard. And it got so deep we hit water, but I was out there and he was having lunch. So I had to call for help because he had to pull me out of the cesspool. It wasn't a cesspool yet, it was still just a big hole.
It was just mud, not...
Just mud.
Did anybody talk about falling in the hole in that middle of the house?
No, because that was just our stupidity. That wasn't them.
I can tell you that story.
And then I remember when Dad was going to sell me his little blue Volkswagen. And he said, I'll sell it to you, but, you have to learn how to drive it and what have you. So he taught me how to drive it, and the test, in order to buy the Volkswagen off of him, was him taking me over to St. Tim's schoolyard on that double hill. And if I parked it up there, and I could get it off without backing up, the car was mine. Right.
So, and I drove that car for months and months and months. It was one of my favorite cars.
It was one of mine, too.
Did you pass, Janet?
And I got other things here, but I'm not going to get
Yeah.
into them.
But, you know, I think you ought to tell them about the hole in the
You
closet.
tell the story
I
of the
think you
hole.
should tell us that whole. Go ahead.
Well, what happened was that we had this house in Browns Mills, and I had rented it to a serviceman from McGuire. And by the time he got out of there, the place was a shambles. And I just took all the furniture and just threw it out. Anyway, I had to redo the whole house. And the whole house was just completely painted. Everything was all brand spanking new. The floors were all polished and everything. So I know it was Joan, and I don't know who.
I think I fell down that myself.
Well, no, but I mean, who was with us that day?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I know Sandy was with us, the dog that we had. Well, the first thing out of the box, the dog is out running around with them. The dog comes in, cut its foot, the boy. The dog is bleeding all over the house. So then, whoever the kids were, I know it was Joan and probably
I had to be there.
you,
probably me.
and you. And they're playing hide and seek. Well, the reason why I went down there that day, I had to get down in the crawl space to clean the heater out, because it was one of these space heaters that sat on the floor. Well, I was down there, and I come up out of the crawl space, and I left the trap door open. And the three of them are playing hide and seek, and all of a sudden, I hear, Dad! Here she was hiding in the closet and fell through the hole. That was it. Then I'm cleaning this greasy old space heater out with a vacuum cleaner, and I got all full of soot and everything, and the bag broke.
I remember that too. All over the clean
house.
paint.
I get home, and their mother said, the hot water heater's leaking.
It was not a good
That
day.
was a bad day. But anyway, the climax of it was Joan falling through the hole in the closet.
Leave it to Joni.
Kathleen? Mine's more of a statement than a memory. I have a couple pictures. Wedding. With 17 grandchildren, there are 17 definitions of Papa. For me, it not only means the yellow house in Ocean Gate and water skiing lessons, but it also means strength, integrity, and wisdom. With this collection of memories, a full and enriching life is represented. Out of the 80 years we are celebrating, 26 of them have been unforgettable for me. You have always been a wonderful grandfather, and soon you will be a great one. Happy birthday, Papa. He will soon be a great one. Great job. I know.
Man of the hour. There you go, Ben.
He's got a sweater on.
Yeah.
This is also about his boat in Ocean Gate. I remember most. And it was when everybody was in Ocean Gate, and you always picked me to be the one to go with you to get it ready.
Right.
And we would drive there in your car, and we would carry your toolbox down and hop in, and we would drive off, and we'd be going and going. I remember always wanting to be the one driving the boat instead of sitting in the back.
guys, and you got to do it.
Well, I was the lucky one. And I remember you finally let me drive the boat. It wasn't for long. But you let me do it. I loved every minute of it. And I would always take it back with you. We would always wash it up, button it back up, hop in your car and come back. And it was some of the best times of my life.
You miss some of the stuff though. Remember the time when we go out crabbing
Yeah.
and you get sick?
I get sick. I catch one crab, go on the bottom and fall asleep. 'Cause I get sick. I wanted to leave that out.
All right, Pop. Happy 80th birthday. Happy birthday, Dad, is what I'd like to say. I hope you have a wonderful time and a very memorable day. Many thanks to you and Mom for the memories I'd like to share, for the many years you've had to soar, and a wish for another 80 more. Love always. And this is just a conglomeration of memories that I just started to put together when we decided to do this. So in no special order, but each one unique, thanks for the memories within my heart I shall keep. Number 1, climbing the Great Wall of China with you. And I've got a picture of that.
Cool.
Watching you carve a sphinx out of a bar of ivory soap. Going with you to purchase an air conditioner from an ad you found in the newspaper. And I said, this is my first experience dealing at a yard sale. And Dad, I truly remember going, thinking I was so special because I got to go with Dad to look at these used air conditioners. I don't know whether you remember it or not. Helping me figure out how to repair the red carpet after you burned holes from our Christmas tree.
Oh my God, I put that one in there.
Read that again, I missed it.
Helping you figure out how to repair the red carpet after you burned holes from our Christmas tree lights.
Stretch the lights
Dad
out
strung
and turn
the
the
lights.
You
light.
know what? I've got that in my thing
Right.
about how
That's
every Christmas Eve.
But they were not these mini lights, they
No,
were the
the big ones.
C7s that they have.
Right.
And he strung it out so there wouldn't be any tangle from the kitchen to the dining room. Okay, plug them in. And we plugged them in, and then all of a sudden, we smelled something burning. All the lights were burning a hole in the No, they were very new.
Brand new.
Okay.
That was after Kathy burnt the hole with the iron.
Yeah, I remember that one too.
It matters when it's finished.
Watching you clear snow from the ice on the lake in Browns Mills so we could all play hockey. Treasuring my homemade hockey stick, which I still have outside. Being upset with you when you made me apologize to old lady Clayback. And I will never forgive you for making me apologize to old lady Clayback because I did not say anything bad to old lady Clayback. I had to go down and apologize.
Still trying to clear her name.
I'm still traumatized. Okay, eating peas like pills.
Oh, I remember that.
I had to eat the peas, so I hated peas, so I had to eat them like pills just to get them down. Taping my fingers so I couldn't suck them. He had them all wrapped up. Letting me climb a ladder to the roof and helping you shingle. Teaching me how to scrape walls and paint woodwork. For not getting mad when I broke the new jealousy window that you just installed.
Yeah, it was my fault, right, Barb?
Joan and I were out having a snowball fight, and Joan was getting the best of me, so I decided I'll get her. So I picked up a chunk of what I thought was snow, chucked it at Joan, Joan moved, and it went right through the jealousy window that he just put in. What else? Loving it when people tell me how much I look like my father.
Barb, how about when you had to get there?
Wait, for giving up your master bedroom and putting in bunk beds for all of us. For planning a beautiful wedding for John and I. Trusting me to swim across the lake. Having the patience to teach me how to drive. The Tacony Bridge will never be the same. Guessing how much change was in your lighthouse piggy bank and giving a cash prize to the winner. And for bravely standing by while I got my stitches in my head, even though you were the one that needed smelling salt. And then I finished it off with, these are only a few. I'm saving more for the day when you reach your 100th. And again, I can say, happy birthday, Pop. Oh, J.R. You gotta read it now.
There you go.
That's a tough act to follow. I didn't know how it was going to start out, but I picked up your sister, and it was coming down, and she remembered me saying something 30 years ago.
Aunt Peggy remembers everything.
She remembered me. She remembered very specifically when I was accepted into this family, saying, what a family. 30 years later, what a family. With a lot of additions. Well, when you work with someone for 7 years, you got a few memories and a few other things like concrete and backyard. But I wanted to keep it light, so I collaborated with my wife. And I think all the sisters will kind of relate to this one. When we were sitting at Thanksgiving dinner waiting for somebody to carve the turkey.
We never had it.
And the knife wasn't sharp. And somebody would always manage to find the sharpener. And anyway, happy 80th birthday, Johnny. Thanksgiving dinner, and the turkey is roasted. The stuffing is ready. The rolls have been toasted. The platter is waiting, and all we need is the butter. If the knife is not sharp, it won't even cut butter. But wait, do not fear, Johnny Ginzu Walker is here. Without even a groan, he finds his sharpening stone and transforms that tool into a mean carving tool. So thanks, Johnny Ginzu, for saving the day. If it weren't for you, we'd probably be hay. I hope I'm as sharp as you. Oh, by the way, let me just interject something. I'm jealous of this guy. I looked at my wedding pictures, and I looked in the mirror this morning, and while I was looking at the wedding pictures, I looked at him, and it's 30 years later, and I'll tell you what, I aged 30 years, but but anyway, I hope you make it another 80. Thank you, John.
I hope I'm as sharp as you, if I ever reach 80.
Colleen? Pop up, I have a picture of you holding me as a baby, and a picture at our wedding. And I said, from the carriage to marriage. And this is Pop Up, thanks for sharing my special moments. You've been an inspiration throughout my life. I love you. Happy 80th.
Thank you very much.
Karen? Oh, Karen, do you need your prop?
I have a
Oh, you have it.
One of my main memories was all the candy that we had at his house when we were younger. And we grew up, and he always had the best candy. And they still make it, and they still have it, and I have it here. But I actually, besides the candy memory, when for some reason Vincent's thing triggered a memory of me, and it came from Colleen's wedding, driving home from the rehearsal dinner. And we're driving down the boulevard, and we're all driving, and Dave's next to me, and we're driving. And all of a sudden, I see a car passing me in the left-hand lane, and I'm like, who is that passing me in the left-hand lane? And I look over, and I'm like, it's Papa! Like, Winston passed me on the boulevard. And this coming from the person who I remember when I was 16, and I was learning how to drive at Ocean Gate, Pop-Pop's driving behind me, being like, you're going too fast, you're going too fast, and then there it was, up 10 years later, and you're telling me and I was going too slow again. And it just says, may you always be surrounded by sweet things, because you always surrounded us with sweet things.
Thank you very much.
Way to say that, what they are.
Well, I see my mint.
Everybody remembers your mint.
We got plenty of mint. Oh, two kinds of mint. Two kinds of mint. We got liquid.
Your mint,
Yeah, liquid.
The liquid.
Jolly Rancher. Jolly Rancher. That's one of my favorites. And oh, they are after dinner mint.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. I think I'm the worst. Take a deep breath. You can do it, Vaughn. Here, your pop.
Pretend you're in front of all your students.
Okay. Okay, class. We're all second graders. We're all second graders. All right. I just have a bunch of pictures of me and Papa. He comes to all my basketball games. Our dad. Grandfather. And I just wrote grandfather, and I wrote a thank for each letter.
G, going to your school, your alma mater, are, I'm sorry. G, all right. Realizing how much I like the sweaters you wear. A, always having pink and white mints in your car. And not wanting a big deal for your birthday. B, dancing with you at Colleen's wedding. F, family fun on the 4th of July. A, always cheering at my games even when I don't play. T, feeling you can share in my new car surprise. H, having to look up at me because I'm so tall. E, eating crabs on your porch in Ocean Gate. And R, riding in your boat and tubing in Ocean Gate. I have pictures of us eating crabs on the porch. Thanks, Papa. And he always brings pretzels to my games. All right. Bonnie was not a good one for me to follow because I'm the worst. But I started out that because I couldn't do it because I get to do it. So I just have a simple one. There are only 2 lasting sins we can give our children. One is Ruth, the other is Ruth. I love you guys. But we're going one way. And I just have a collage, but I took Barbara, Mom always said, because when I was like, I don't have all the memories or stuff written down. I'm like getting worried that my page wasn't good enough and all this stuff. So I said, Mom always said, imitation is the best compliment. So I copied Barbara and I wrote. Okay. My list of memories. The butler on your bureau. Who has my black comb? Old Spice nips, black licorice. Carving the turkey, sharpening the knives. Cursing the Christmas lights. Crabbing, clamming. Cutting your finger while opening the clam. Laughing at 8. Being together at Pepper's after Mom's time. Yelling at me while teaching me to drive. And not yelling at me when I had that first accident. I used to be out late at night, and I would come home, and it would be late, and it would be dark, and no matter what, it wasn't like the house was dirty or anything. Roaches just live on McGee Street. And I would be, like, I'd turn on the kitchen light, and you'd see roaches, and I would take a Charlie chip can and catch it, and then write a note, Dad, there's one under here. And he would get them in the morning. Saving the drowning girl in Brown's Mill. I'll never forget that. Saving what? That drowning girl.
Jim Kelly.
It was one of the Shire. I thought it was one of the Shire. It wasn't a Shire.
Jim Kelly story.
All I know is this girl was out there swimming, and she started to struggle and go down, and I just remember Superman taking the wallet and dove in and dragged her in. He just went in and saved this girl who was going under, and I was just like, oh my God. It was pretty impressive then. The rowboating in the back lake. I love that.
Yeah.
But Jones, you remember Danny following it?
Okay, go ahead.
And Dad used to, he's really actually had me believe that those dragonflies, they'll zipper your mouth up. Stop talking! I was trying to say that to you! Absolutely! Here are some other of his sayings I remember. Watch your eyes. Or how about, that's going to turn into an elephant's trunk. Bringing Sandy home sick from the vet. Oh my God, that day.
I remember that. I was going to put that down and I didn't. I was.
Helping scrape up the old kitchen floor and then taking it in Nazareth. Stitches.
No, I cut my finger.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, oceanic cruise. Swimming with the natives. Flight tracks on the porch. You made them. It was Santa. Where is them? Seeing you kneeling and saying your prayers every night. Steakhouse dinners in New Jersey. You were trying. It wasn't a steakhouse. No, I remember Mill Marion. It was a steakhouse, wasn't it? Yes, absolutely.
What?
See, I remember Mill Marion.
Yeah.
like, what's going on up there? It sounds like the roof is caving in. Sharing the Honduras experience, Captain John and the SS Ocean Gate, Little Boy Trust Story, small political debates, and our weekend search. All right.
For me?
Can we read that? I can't handle 2 in a row.
Says, John Walker, happy birthday from Memo and Ace. I have great respect for you both as a person and a father-in-law. Wish you happiness and best of luck in years to come. Your good work ethic shows in all of your daughters. They are all proud of you. I've seen you deal with long, tough situations and happy moments since I've met you. And something I've learned from you is to hang tough and keep on moving. It's an honor to be part of this family.
Hey, Dad, when you hear this, Andrew didn't know that the ring was
I just always remembered you wearing this classroom. And it's just, I don't know, I just wrote a little something. It's kind of a, I don't know, it was comforting knowing that your ring was always there. And that you always stayed the same in a world full of understood.
Read it, all right, no.
I got a stretch. We all can learn from this ring of gold. Integrity should not be lower or sold. Just remember that. That's a good line.
Samantha?
Where's
Sam? Oh, right in front of us.
I didn't have one specific memory, but
I guess not, hon. You've been away from me too long.
I just had a couple pictures up here. First, happy birthday, Carl African.
Pat? I would try to be a Happy birthday, Dad. Back and forth. Had to be the Catholic school. All the trips, especially the 78, 79 Oceanic cruise. That was so great. Taking care of me and my asthma. I'll never forget. I was like 10 years old and we were in Florida visiting Nana and Papa. And I got like my asthma. And Dada had me in the tub with like a big banana wrapped around me with a dip. And I remember we had to get home, and we took like a first-class flight home because that's all we could get. And then Daddy went to the drugstore, and we're standing in the kitchen at the counter, and he was showing me how to use private Jesus. Oh my God. Building me a plaster volcano when I was in 6th grade. Putting up with my long showers at 3 a.m. so cold. All the fun in Ocean Gate. Helping me with homework at the yellow table. Actually getting yelled at. And unconditional love. Roderick.
Well, I'm just,
There we go.
I'm just happy that I can do something that I enjoy. And to find Mr. Walker with something he enjoys. Namely, vegetation. So happy birthday from your striper supplier. As long as I catch him, you're welcome to him. And then I also put on the back there, I found this on the internet. It's a birthday cake candle extinguisher. I'm pretty sure you can do 80 candles this time, but if you need help in the future, I point you this patent.
Megan? Where's Megan?
Okay, right. Oh, you made that on the computer.
No, she drew that.
Oh, you drew it? Oh, wow. Right. Oh, you got that big egg with that big striper in it. That's the winner?
Is that what it is, a striper?
Yeah.
Dear Papa, happy 80th birthday. Thanks for always coming to my special occasion and for inviting my family to your house for dinner. I will always catch this for you. I love you.
I will always catch this for you.
All right. I'll get
We
it.
have so many memories. Our tender times. We have two memories that will always be special to me. The day I became a mother and the day I became a wife. Mommy Stacy, I'm so proud to be your daughter. It was because of all your love, confidence, encouragement, and guidance that allowed me to achieve my dreams. Thank you for that. Uh-oh, another book. Where's Mr. Barbarita? Oh.
Okay, Mr. Walker, given I'm the rookie of the in-laws, I've had the least amount of time to get to know you. Well, it's not been a long time. For me being around, it has not taken me long to gain the utmost respect for you and this family for many reasons. 6 of which are sitting in this room tonight, namely Kathy, Joni, Bob, Bass, Mimi, Patty, and my personal favorite, Diane. I've been fortunate enough to have you as a second father figure to bounce off life questions, to gain a different perspective based on your experience, your knowledge, and your wisdom that you've accumulated over the past 80 years of your life. You've always been generous with your time and sharing your thoughts and feelings, and I appreciate that and look forward to many more years of conversation. With that as a backdrop, I have 2 memories. The first was me trying to be an advisor. He asked me for advice once on landscaping, for those of you who know. I like to work outside and do that kind of work. And he asked me about the fastest growing plants when they moved from McGee to Battersea, and he wanted to have these trees that would grow and just give us this nice view out the kitchen window. So I combined my technology. I got out on the internet and tried to find these fast growing plants, and I think they were shipped in from California, and they were $20 plants. They were about this big, and they pretty much stayed about that big. They never grew. And it turned out, I think we just had a bad climate. It wasn't the right place to try to grow them. And he went and I think got Bradford pears for $10 at Walmart or wherever.
Now they're
beautiful. So if you go out and you look out the window on Battersea, you'll see the exact plants he's talking about. So. But he still asked my advice on landscaping, and I appreciate that, but I still don't know if he follows it. But the second story, and more serious, is that when you gave Diane's hand to me on her wedding day, I share that with that advice that you had given me that day. I'd share it with everyone, and I'll share with everybody now. I'm not doing that to make anyone cry, but I just feel like that it was something that was the best advice anyone's ever given me, and you can use it for any relationship kind of building in general, not just for somebody who's getting married. And it's something that personally reflected me, I've reflected on in my relationship with Diane during hard times, and that every marriage goes through, and any kind of relationships, like I said, you can apply this to. So without belaboring it, thanks for the advice, happy 80th, and many more years to come, and it's a privilege and honor. Thank you. Here's 2 quotes that I found that I thought, that I found off of just doing some of my own research about advice, and then I'll read the third one, is what he had given us on our wedding day. The true secret of giving advice is, after you have honestly given it, to be perfectly indifferent whether it is taken or not, and never persist in trying to set people right. That was by Hannah Whitehall Smith. And the second one is, I've found that the best way to give advice to your children is to find out what they want, and then advise them to do it. And that was from Harry S. Truman. And the third, and I thought was probably the most important, this is what he had said to us on our wedding day. Now, I'm not going to let you 2 get away that easy. If you put as much effort into this marriage as you did in putting this whole thing together, you'll make a success of it. Love, honor, cherish, and respect each other. Promise.
Nancy's going to give you something.
Oh, okay. Oh, Matt, thank you so much. This That's really, really nice. I really appreciate that. See, there we are. There we are. There we are. Thank you so much. I really, really, really like it. Thank you. Nicholas, you gonna give your present? Come on.
Here, Nicholas. Nicholas, come on. Here she is. Come here. I'll do the talking. This isn't a memory that I have just of Nicholas, but since he was the youngest, I thought it was appropriate. This is a memory that I have of actually everyone in this room seeing them grow up and going to see Pop-Up, and Pop-Up always feeling his face and wondering if I have enough whiskers to tickle their hands with. And I just wrote, Pop-Up, can you tickle my hands with your whiskers? And then the day that we were there, and Nicholas is just learning to walk, and you were there to help him. And that was special to all of us. Nicholas was his brass dad. He's like, oh, I did a good job.
I guess you ran through everybody, huh?
No, we're not done. This is Lois and Danny and Rachel and Anthony.
Oh.
What we did as a family is we just kind of did a collage of all the events he's been part of in our life, from helping Rachel take her first steps to homecoming, confirmation, Christmas Eve, which has become very special for us, graduation, fun with Jen and Margaret, all wonderful.
Thanks ever so much. Thanks ever so much.
Which you could relate to me. But anyway, we used to have cookouts and family come over, and I have this old club that went for the and we had cold charcoal. We had trouble getting it started. I don't remember this guy. And he said, Johnny, you have any Japanese down here? Do you have any Japanese? Who ordered it? Let me put it have a match. I reached in my pocket, I picked out a match, and I go over to you to light it. And went, I really got it going. But you can see his expression of face, and it's like, yeah, I can picture that.
All right, now, last but not least, probably most important.
Early important.
That was Kate.
Happy birthday, Johnny. 20 years ago. You could do it. I know you can.
I don't have anything to say that will give you a good laugh. So I'll talk about marriage. Yeah. I didn't ask for much, and that's what I'm getting. Don't misunderstand. I didn't ask for worldly good. So you know what my reward is. I have a time, where am I? I have a time, considerate at times, thoughtful when I least expensive, very short on patience man who has been very generous with his time and helping me with things around the house that has to be done. Always there for my health concerns. I have always said, it's the little things that count. All in all, he's a good person, and that makes a marriage. But I still think he made out like a bandit when he married me. That he loves his family, and that's the main thing in life. You're better here. You won't do it. I'm in there.
Okay. Well, it's cake and coffee now.
Well, no, wait, before anybody leaves, I just want to thank all of you so much. I appreciate hearing all this now. Rather, instead of being in a coffin and you being up on the podium up there saying all these nice things about me, it's too late then. Just to hear it now from all you people, It's the best gift that I could ever get. So, thank you.
Yep.
Calvin here tonight.
Hey, I can't. This is where all the last minute preparations are made. Things were perfected and our team really took an exorcist was rehearsed for the last time. After the parade, I remember everyone meeting up at Public House and having a huge cookout. Everyone sat around and had a good time. Public is the heart of Ocean and his family. He is the one that starts the crazy family. After having dinner, we would go out on the beach and watch the fireworks. I know this isn't much of a memory.
Very nice, very mobile. And there is shining. He has shining in the light. I love you too.
Here, Mom.
Yeah, that's somebody said. Matthew. All right, everybody, happy birthday!
John, how's your lung?
Turn around. I must have done that.
Not anymore there.
I turned around.
Stop complaining. Don't get her back. That's the best you can do.
I could give you a jab in the belly, bud. Is it all that person sing happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you. What's that do it?
You said your father was full of hot air.
I didn't even get the picture.
Wow. That was really good.
All right, got 80. 80. Go out. Yeah. Here you go.
Matthew, you gonna be in charge of licking those candle ends off? Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of licking.
It's a great cut there, Papa. I like it. Make sure you choose the end without the
Your wedding cake, Tom. What's the stuffing for? I'm getting it. I didn't want to get it. That's what I did it. Let them fall. The kids won't eat that. Yeah, cut them like that. Hey, Ryan.
You want some ice cream?
Hey, Dad.
And then